We are in Yuma, Arizona this morning. We just left the Flying J Travel Center, and we're getting propane this morning. Then we're getting on with some other things, but I wanted to share this place up here. It's a no-nonsense place to get propane. It seems, in my experience in traveling, Flying J and Love's, you know, it could be just such a cluster. You know what? Trying to get propane. Either the guy called off sick, or wait, what's happening? Either the guy called off sick, or he's on his break, or you know, you mess around 20 minutes and it's like, is anybody coming to give me propane? And it's just, you know, it's just very frustrating. That's the word I was looking for. So anyway, there's this place up here. It's just an RV storage place, and they have a little, here it is here, Cactus Storage, and they have some self storage areas, a little store that has some RV, you know, little this and that things in there. But you come here and they're always out pumping. They're a little bit busy this morning, but hang on, we'll get in here. Something's wrong with my dash cam. Battery's dead on my dash cam. All right. So yeah, they're a little busy this morning. There's a line on each side. We're 3 back. These guys are just getting the smaller portable ones done. I'm gonna get the main one, our main onboard tank filled, and we'll be good to go for a while. We're going to just into California a little bit this morning. Might stay a night out at somewhere I haven't been before. But we've entered California, and they have these inspection stations. There's nobody here. Huh. I guess it's okay to proceed. I hope so. We'll be getting pulled over. It looks like we're about to go through some major sand dunes. We're really far in the, you know, extreme Southern California, and I remember hearing about these. I don't know if these are, I'm not sure, I don't know these parts. This could be Glamis sand dunes, or that could be somewhere else. That might be what this is. We get up here a little bit further, we'll have a closer look. So we're only going about 35 miles or so into California, an area called Holtville. Yeah, Holtville, California. I think there's supposed to be some hot springs up here I keep hearing about. I've never been to Hot Springs before, so I'm kind of anxious to check that out. We might have to try them out. Hot Springs might be okay. And somewhere around here, may have already passed it. There was supposed to be another one of those long-term visitor areas. Actually, there are a bunch of RVs off to the left over in that area. I don't know. You know, I think it got windy. You know, which it is a little bit windy today. You might get the feeling sandblasted. I don't know. Bella, this is different. A little different scenery, huh? these only last a couple of miles, and then we're back into like regular desert, you know, terrain. I'm pretty sure. Okay, here's an exit to Calexico. It's, I guess it's part California, part Mexico. Calexico. So that's how far south we are in California. It's like right on the border. We're not going there. Something might be happening in the next couple of days where I'm thinking about, we might, me and another fellow, we might actually go to Mexico just for a few hours, have lunch and browse around in whatever that town is back there, but or down there. But we'll see what happens. I really would love to. Gonna try to make it happen. We'll see. We're almost there, and oddly enough, they built the interstate. This is Interstate 8. So oddly enough, they built the interstate like right next to the hot springs. It should be right up here. And then we have to get up to the next exit and come back a little bit. And there's camping, there's free camping. Yeah, there's a little building like restrooms off to the right. And you see them palms, all those palm trees are down there. The hot springs are down in amongst them. Well, thankfully they left it, they didn't destroy it. Run the interstate right over top of it, you know. So it should be relaxing. You know, a little bit of highway noise, obviously, but we'll see. All right, exit 131. All right, we'll tune back in here when we get back up there. Okay, the camping is right across, they're across the street from each other. Over to the right is the palms where the hot springs are at. And then over here to the left is the free camping. Alright, hot springs, long-term visitor area. Okay, I hope my pass, okay. Yeah, there was supposed to be 2 of those long-term visitors areas in California. Hopefully this is one of the ones that is included. Same price, long term 180, short term 40. Let's see, new arrivals, please check in. That should be okay. I better just stop a second here. Be right back. It looks like that LPVA area is going to be fine, but we're just, there's also BLM land here nearby that we just might go there instead. Just gonna stop. We're just gonna stop here for a little bit. It's actually starting to warm up a little bit, so this might be comfortable. I'm not ready to, I don't have appropriate attire on for this, but I think we're just gonna go ahead and check it out first. Pool area rules. For areas within post and cable fence line. Curfew from midnight to 5. No food, no beverages, no pets, no use of soap. Okay, so yeah, I can do that, but I want to take a look down here and check this out. Oh, let's take this path down here. I think there's just a natural pool down here, but then I think they also made like an area up here that has made out of cement block, kind of like a cement pond, or you know, like a swimming pool, small. It's really nice down here. Let's see where this is at. have to. I don't know where the inlet is. Looks like water trickling in from right there, actually. It's probably trickling in for several places. There's tiny little like minnows, and there's what's causing that disturbance. But let's go find where it is we need to be. How's that? I might go and get some shorts on and stuff. And they have these plumbed up for showers, so that they highly suggest to shower off before you get in or whatever. But there's a nice long tub over there, and then this one, and then by design, I guess this one here, it eventually cools down a little bit, because some of that is pretty dang warm, and this here is probably just like lukewarm or whatever. But you might have to come in and give this all a try. It looks really nice. Yeah. I did get in, but somehow the video camera started in like hyperlapse mode or something, so this is what happened. I should say, let me add this about them hot springs. I didn't realize, getting into them, I just felt very buoyant. So I don't know if it's the mineral content or just how hot they are or what, but the more odd feeling was getting out. After soaking for a while, getting out, I swear I felt 30-40 pounds heavier. Just as soon as I started coming up out of the water on the ladder, it just felt heavier and heavier. And by the time I got up, it's like I could feel it in my legs. I literally felt heavier. That was the weirdest experience. But I thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm gonna mark up Hot Springs. I'm gonna bump that up on my list. If I see one here or there or whatever, I might aim for them a little more than I have in the past, which was like nothing before. I'm gonna bump them up. I loved it. It was just great. It was great. Oh, of course I locked the bounder. All right, I'm gonna go get changed and we'll be back. I'm about ready to throw this GoPro across the road, okay? Something quick about this GoPro is, there's a fast start button on the top to where you can just turn it on and off, and you can turn it on and it starts recording, or it just resumes whatever mode you last left it in. So if I'm recording, if I've been recording and I just, push the button, it'll start recording again, push it, it stops recording and shuts off. Then it'll push the button again, it'll automatically turn on and start recording, and back and forth. It just supposed to stay in whatever mode I last left it in. But it's been malfunctioning and starting in time-lapse modes and hyper mode and stuff. So yeah, sometimes for night lapse, it'll start in night lapse mode and hyper mode. I don't know why it does that. So the other way to use it is just hitting the on button, the regular on-off button on the side, selecting your mode, and then beginning, and then push the other button to start or stop it. So I need to start using it that way. I've gotten in the habit of just the quick start, but that's, it's frustrating when I go to edit a video and different files are not usable, and what are you gonna do? I'll just have to start using it the other way, or get a new GoPro. For now, I'll just have to deal with it. So anyway, yeah, a couple more files were that way, and I'm like, we're just gonna end the video, and I'll just have to deal with it in the next video, which we plans are developing, or still continuing about possibly going over to Mexico, probably going over to Mexico, I should say. So that's probably going to be the next video. I'm excited. All right, enough about that stupid camera. I'll see you next time.